We're on site here at E.J. Cordy Memorial Field a couple hours before game time. We have senior Gunner Staten with us. How you doing tonight, Gunner?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me.
Look, first off, before we get into everything, I'd like to thank our incredible guys behind the scenes, Luke Ray, Cade Nehammer, Gab McNeely. We just appreciate them making this all happen. Of course, we're on the football field. At the start of the year, if somebody told me that we'd be doing a pregame show and having it on the football field, this good of camera equipment, I wouldn't know what to tell you. But um, look, so you got Bowling Green in a couple hours.
Yep.
Give us a little bit of your game day routine.
Well, gotta get something to eat. So I go get something to eat, and then I'll come back to the facility, kind of hang out with the boys, and then we might start stretching, start getting some hacks in, swinging the cage a little bit.
Any
Try to
food
try to stay locked in. We go eat before.
before? All right.
Yeah.
So,
But away games, somebody will bring us food. We'll have just a meal before we're all together on the bus.
so look, we were talking a little bit about before the away games. Talking about Coach Caleb.
Oh yeah, so
Something that y'all did in common.
yeah, so Coach Caleb, he used to be here. He was an assistant. He used to, before every away game, he'd bring his Bible. It's a small Bible he had and read on the bus
Mm-hmm.
before a game. I kind of followed him doing that, and I'll bring my Bible and I opened up, read a little bit of scripture before a
Take any
game.
notes,
Yeah, just kind of slow everything down, just get everything together, and just get ready to go.
So look, Bowling Green, they're in your conference. It's the conference opener.
Yep.
Of course, you love it to have it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna be on the mound tonight. That'll be freshman Brody.
Yep.
But look, how are y'all gonna get the win tonight?
Just gonna play ball.
Play ball. What's the
Everything.
message to the team? The senior, you got to lead the team out there.
Well, I can't say what I've been telling them, but I mean, it's just simplify it down. Just put everything out there. Just go to it. Just let everything drag, I guess you could say. Just go get a dub.
So we talked about this, of course, before the show. Just trying to get a little bit of the season. You've only had 2 home games. Of course, this will be your third here at the Hive. But the schedule has been really, really tough. You played Summerall twice.
Mm-hmm. The schedule's been great.
Shout out to great, of course. Shout out to Coach Barrett for making the schedule so tough. But look, when you play those such tough teams, how you feel it's going to help in those later games, or really this is the season where you need to put it together.
Well, it points out what we need to work on, all the small things we need to work on. But then again, it builds confidence when we're right there.
Yeah.
If we fix those small things and tweak those little things, we go from here to way up here.
And last game you made, at home, I believe it was something like 5 errors, but making 5 errors with a good team, and you're still kind of you're still taking control of the game, being able to win by a few points.
Yeah, but if you eliminate all that, then it would have been the game would have been completely opposite, and it would have just been over like that.
Well, I appreciate your time, Gunner. Go get that dub tonight.
Thank you.
Advanced Building Products. Have fun, make money, give back is the proud title ad sponsor of Jack and Nation Network, located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on Telesmar Avenue. They carry all roofing applications, drywall, and metal studs, with customer service being their main priority. Owned by Mr. Jared Prescott and Mr. Branson Swable. You can contact them at 225-806-9724. A&B Motors. Why buy new when used will do? Located at Amite, Louisiana on Highway 51. For all your automated parts needs, contact 985-748-7195. Thrifttown Health Park Pharmacy, serving the Amite area since 1969. Located at 512 North 2nd Street. Call 985-748-8191 for all your pharmaceutical needs. Southwest Land Recovery. Forestry, mulching, land clearing, drivways, and more. Please reach out to Mr. Jeff Shoemaker at 225-500-6359. Tangi Graphics, your one-stop sign and shirt shop. Please contact 985-748-8105 for all your graphic needs. Greensburg Family Pharmacy, where we discount everything but service. Patient care is always our priority. Please call 225-222-4279. DKM Physical Therapy, where therapy and integrity meet to get you back on your feet. They provide top-tier physical therapy services to all residents, fostering mobility and pain relief. Anthony's Roofing and Construction, embodying a legacy of craftsmanship, reliability, and innovation, creating structures that embody functionality and durability. Please contact them at 225-505-8094.
All right, and as Coach Barrett joins the show, how you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm good, man.
So JV game's about to start in a couple minutes. Good vibes here at the Hive. Be your third home game of the season. What's some differences around the campus so far that you've seen. It's your first year here. How you enjoying it? Just tell us a little bit about that OFA experience.
It was a little bit different probably than what I'm used to, but it's been a good difference. I really like the group of kids. I like the atmosphere that we have around here. Probably my favorite thing about Oak Forest is the family environment and the support. Um, you know, it's hard to find. I tell people all the time when you go to different schools and small schools, sometimes you can get, oh, basketball wants to win, but then we don't want to win baseball, or we want to win in football, but we don't want to win in basketball. And I feel like everybody's very supportive here, and everybody wants everybody to win. It's a great culture, and a culture that that I believe in, and that's why I wanted to be here, and I'm enjoying that part of it so far.
And when I talk to other people from other schools, and they're like, "Well, what are y'all? Are y'all really a football school, basketball school?" Well, I say we're a lot like who we're about to have on in a couple minutes. Call we're like a jack of all trades. We don't have like a certain sport we're best at. We're just so good at everything, and that comes from the culture, the coaching staffs we have here on campus. And look, I'm not surprised you're enjoying it. I've definitely enjoyed it. I've gone here my whole life. But look, let's get into tonight. It's going to be the conference opener against Bowling Green. First time playing Bowling Green. How you feeling about tonight?
Well, I'm not one of these guys that gets all invested in what everybody else does. I feel like I've been around the game for a while and know what works, and if we can get our guys to do what we work and focus on what we're trying to do, and stay locked in on each pitch. It doesn't matter who we play. It doesn't matter what the other teams do, what the other players do. What we do is what we can control, and that's how we'll be victorious in our game tonight. We got a few guys out sick. It's going around like crazy, so we've had to make some small adjustments. You can get wrapped up in that, or you can, you turn the tables. You be mentally tough, and you go out there and play the game the right way. And the scoreboard always says what it's supposed to when you do that.
Well, look, I love you said that. You go out there and play. Because we just had Gunner on. He said go out there and play. That's his message to the team. How important has Gunner been just for this first about month?
Man, Gunner's great. He is. He's wonderful. The only downfall of Gunner is he's one of the few seniors by himself. That's been here for been in the program for 4 years. He's really the only guy. So I tell him all the time, I'm like, hey bud, you got to go do it. You got to go do it. And it's not always easy to do it by yourself.
Yes,
As far as character and who he is as a kid, as a man, and who he's growing up to be, and the baseball players become, he's as good as they come. I don't. I've always said, I want to win every game, but I want to do it with the right guys around me, and he's the kind of guy you want around you.
Yes, sir. Got one final question, and I'll let you go. So, talk to Gunner about the schedule. Had a lot of tough opponents. Summerall twice. Had, I believe, one more. Popularville that was at the house or the Hive, excuse me. Um, this schedule building that you have really tough games. Just got off the Battle of the Beach.
Oh yeah.
How is this gonna help improve your team for when now it's conference season? You got to play ball now.
So me being kind of a newer guy into the MAIS and just into the Mississippi League in general, I've kind of now learned. I told everybody, yeah, I'm gonna walk in there fresh like a rookie, but I'll learn it. I'm open. I pay attention. I wanna learn it. So we have. I go back and look in the past few weeks, and I'm looking, and we're kind of ranked in there in like the top 20 out of all the schools and all the classifications, and I'm like, huh. And then I look next to our thing, and it's a strength of schedule, and we're actually at the top. So I was like, wow, okay. So then I start shuffling some of the schools that we're playing. Summerall, Hartfield, Oak Grove. They're all in the top 5, top 10. Hartfield was number 1, and we played them as good as anybody. So we're that close. I told the guys we're close, but we're still far away. If we're able to make these adjustments and clean up what we're trying to do, we're going to be that team in that top 5 and that top 10, not just in that top 20. When I first walked in here, we're not trying to talk about state championships. We're not trying to talk about the last week, but that's our gauge. How far are we away? And I told them the first week we're 20 runs away. That's a lot of runs.
Yes, sir.
So, after we play Hartfield, we're 3 runs away. After we play this team, we're we're 5 runs away. We've bridged the gap a lot. There's still some gap to bridge, but we're definitely headed in the right direction. So I'm excited about the upcoming future of this group and this year. So kind of see how it goes. Hopefully we can just keep minimize, getting a little bit better and a little bit better each time we go out there.
All right, yes, sir. You got the first conference game tonight. Go get one, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys having me.
All right, we have junior Kaul Perkins, jack of all trades, as I like to call him. Talked about Coach Barrett a little bit. He was the game day post today. So first off, gotta ask you how you feel about your game day post.
It's pretty good. Luke behind the camera did a pretty good job.
Yep.
It was a solid little post.
Pitch with caution, huh? So you know, as a freshman and sophomore, you saw a lot more pitches, and you got into this off season, you worked a little bit, and now this junior year, you maybe not getting as many opportunities. How is that? Just knowing in terms of hitting, you gotta finish the job there. How you feel?
Yeah, this off season put on a lot of weight, got stronger, making things easier in the box, and haven't don't see as many fastballs
Yeah,
nowadays. But it's been easy this year. It's been a lot easier after putting on weight in the weight room and getting stronger.
Look, you play a lot of sports. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah.
You play football, quarterback, of course, baseball, believe track, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But how has it been juggling all of those sports and then just getting I guess to the plate and just it being your happy place? How is baseball, of course, playing Bowling Green tonight? How's baseball been your escape so far?
It's just fun. Baseball is just go out there, have fun, do your thing. That's what you work for.
Yeah.
Especially against teams like Bowling Green. You can just go out there, smile, have fun. No pressure on you.
So look, talked to Coach Barrett earlier. How's your first relation? Excuse me. How is your relationship with Coach Barrett?
Well, I love Coach Barrett. He's different than anything I've ever had, and I don't know. He's a really good coach.
And feel like you have a lot of leadership as well. Got Gunner on, of course.
Yep.
Message to the team was just go out there and play ball. Got to play ball in a couple of hours. How you feeling about tonight?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Playing Bowling Green should be
Should win.
Should win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta perform at home. Well, I
Yep.
appreciate your time,
Yep.
Kaul.
Appreciate it.
All right, so now Logan Freche joined the show. Got the big fish. How you doing, Logan?
Doing good. How about you, Daxie?
Look, I'm just excited to see y'all play. Only had 2 home games so far. I believe that was Popularville and remind me of the other one.
Chef was the other one.
Chef. Okay, yeah, Chef. I remember that. Picked up a couple early wins in the season. Played a lot of hard teams. Oak Grove, Hartfield, Summerall. And I've been asking the same question, and I've got relatively the same answer to most. But how do you feel playing those teams really affected the way y'all are playing today? And y'all are ready for the moment now.
That's right. So playing those better teams, it always makes you better. The higher competition you play, the higher you have to play to compete with those guys. And we competed with all of them. We hung with Oak Grove, 1-run, 2-run game. Went to Summerall and split with them. Got a big win there. Their first loss.
That's just huge. Like going to Summerall, I feel like that's a team that bring up Mag Heights last year. I feel like they're a team that's just as good as Mag Heights.
Right.
You got to go through Mag Heights to win state.
You prepare yourself now for the Columbias and the Mag Heights later in the season.
Yeah. But look, you got Bowling Green tonight at the Hive conference opener. Of course it's at home. How you feel about playing tonight against Bowling Green?
It's Bowling Green. You come in, you get the job done, and you get out quick.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but look, how you feel like the season's gone so far? Just playing with those hard teams. Did it live up to your expectations? Is everything? Of course, you're pitching more this year. You're a lot more.
That's right. A lot more experience now. You're a junior. You get, you have the time in. Right?
Yeah.
So now it's time to perform to what you can perform to. But the same as always, coming in late because of basketball, making a good run in the playoffs this year.
A little earlier in the basketball season this year too.
Right.
Right. They moved it back a little bit. So.
Yep. So I'm still a couple of games in, but still getting the job done. Coming right into the Oak Grove game. Probably the best team, and pitching against those guys my first game back. Really opened your eyes a little bit and gets you ready to go.
You got you got a couple hard games coming up next week, Tuesday, Park Lane.
Yep,
at the
got
Hive.
Park Lane.
Ain't that a crazy couple of games? Bowling Green and Park Lane.
That's right.
That's two.
It's two different levels, and you got to be able to adjust. You got to be able to go in and get the job done.
Well, look, I appreciate your time, Logan.
Hey, thank you, Dax. You're always great.
All right, and for our third player to join the show, left fielder Mason Bells. How you doing tonight, Mason?
I'm doing good.
So you got Bowling Green tonight. You know, look, they're always going to come at your next school rivals. How you feel about playing Bowling Green tonight?
I feel like ours are pretty good, and feel like we're going to come out with the win.
So I'm glad you talked about winning because you've been doing a lot of winning, or the team's been doing a lot of winning over the past couple of games. But you know, you have taken a couple of tough losses out of conference. Play teams like Hartfield, Oak Grove, Summerall. How do you feel about those teams coming and playing them?
You know, I feel like those teams have made us a lot better. I feel like it was a good choice for coach to put those teams on our schedule because in the long run, I feel like it's going to help us a lot.
So, out of all of those teams, you know, who you feel like was the hardest to play against, at least for you?
I feel Oak Grove was the best team that we played. I feel like they were fast and athletic and really good.
So, you got a couple more games here at the Hive, hoping to make the playoffs and win, and get back to that state championship last year. How do you feel about playing tonight in the conference opener?
I feel good. You know, it's like one of our first home games. We haven't had many yet, and crowd should be good and energy should be high. So,
All right, well, I appreciate your time, Mason.
all right, man.
And here's the pregame part, all what you're waiting for. Got Kay Nehammer on the show, co-host for football, basketball, of course, baseball. Oh yeah, softball. Basically everything around here. But look, so as the Jag Nation Network year starts to wind down, still got a lot of baseball left, of course. How has Jag Nation Network been this year, in your junior year?
Oh, it's been great. You know, I started Jack and Nation Network in my freshman year, and we've made huge strides. And thanks to Luke Ray behind the camera.
If someone told you that we'd be doing a pregame show right now on a football field,
I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I wouldn't believe it.
You know, look, 2 years ago, we just started off, and now we're here. Got Bowling Green tonight, conference opener. Talk to us a little bit about who you think can dominate this game and help the Jackets come out with a W.
I've heard a lot of good things about freshman Brody Thomas.
Yes.
You know, shoving right now.
Yes.
For this game. I'm excited to watch him pitch. I know his fastball's getting up there. I think it's like 87, something like that.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Yeah. As a freshman?
Yeah.
Brody Thomas, you know, I've heard a lot about him. You know, I wasn't really sure, you know, who he was. He came in new this year, but he's made significant strides.
At the start of the semester.
Yeah, the start of the semester. And look, I can't remember what game it was, but I believe it was after the last home game, after Popularville. Talked to one of my buddies. I was like, "How'd the baseball game go?" And all he had to tell me was, "Brody Thomas is good." And so I feel like we could see a little bit of a masterclass tonight, from Brody. Got Bowling Green tonight. You know they have a couple dangerous players. Got to be on your game tonight. A game tonight. School rivals. I feel like it's going to be a tight one.
Mm-hmm.
But then maybe get into the later innings and the Jackets could start pulling away. Hopefully. Look, you never want to go in with that mindset. You want to go in with a 0-0 every inning, and I feel like we got to get the job tonight. It's going to be on the shoulders of Kaul and Keegan Kelsey.
Get the bats going early. That's like the only thing I have to say. You know, get the bats going early. Get the lead out. You know, 1-2.
They play fast too. Coach Barrett has them playing fast, and I like it. You have a lot of speed as well. You know, just playing fast. I mean, of course, there's a difference, but Kaul, Keegan, Mason Simpson, they all have jets.
Gunner.
Yeah, Gunner. Yeah, Gunner. We had him on. I mean, they all have jets, so I mean they can run. And yeah. Look, you need to get this win just for the conference opener, and it's at home.
We do have a lot of momentum too.
Yeah.
You know, we've had we outscored opponents 22-2 last weekend in the Battle of the Beach in Biloxi. We played Pelahatchie and West Point I think it was 5-2 against West Point and 17-0 against Pelahatchie on Friday. So I think, if we came in with that same mindset, get the bats going early, we'll be able to secure this dub.
And I've had so much fun watching this team this year. Like, I mean, this is the most fun I've ever had watching our program. And just hats off to all of the good guys we have. You can just tell that they're having so much fun after a home run call hit. Believe it was against Popularville. They're just jumping around celebrating. It makes you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
And so
I know I was jumping up and down.
yeah, I mean everybody was. I mean, when call hits one, and you just see it's gone and then gone, starts playing over the intercom. I mean, look, it just excites you. But that's about all we got for you today. If you got anything else,
Before we go, let's get our player of the game predictions.
Yeah.
I want Keegan Kelsey going 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and a single.
all right. I think I'll go with Brody. I feel like Brody's gonna perform well on the mound tonight. Not sure about that strikeout number, but hoping he doesn't give up too many hits. But I got a lot of confidence in him.
We
It's his
control
first
the
game at the
walks.
Hive.
Yeah.
So look, appreciate everybody for tuning in to the second installment of the pregame show. We're going to be back here next Wednesday against Park Lane. Could have a pregame, postgame show as well, but that's all we got for you today. I'm Joseph Daix. This is Cade Niehammer. This is Jag Nation Network signing off.